Hello, my loves, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy Arner. If you're new here, I am a wife and a mom of 2 boys under the age of 3, and I am in the thick of my motherhood journey. I really wanted to come here today and talk to you about something that I myself have struggled with immensely in these first few years of motherhood. And that is feeling burnt out, feeling overwhelmed. And I found myself over these last few months feeling like I have reached a breaking point with it, that I am done feeling like a victim to my circumstances. And what this has led me on is feeling like I needed to go inward and really ask myself some deeper questions in order to get to the core of what it is that I've really been needing. So wherever you're at on your motherhood journey, maybe you aren't even a mom yet. Maybe it's something that you are looking forward to. Maybe you are a new mom. Wherever you're at, I hope that this video finds you whenever it is that you're needing it most, and encourages you that yes, you can, and you are more than capable. You are exactly what your children are needing. And like everyone, you are a human. You, at your core, are a primal human being, and you have your own needs. And it's important that we give ourselves what it is that we're needing so that we can show up and be the kind of mothers and the kind of wives and homemakers that we truly crave to be. So with that said, spend the next few minutes with me as I share with you what it is that I have found to be the most helpful to overcome burnout as a mom. The first thing that I think is the most important when it comes to feelings of burnout, feelings of overwhelm, anxiety, stress, as a mom, as a homemaker, is to allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to feel whatever is coming up for you. Don't push it away. Don't force yourself to push through. Allow yourself that pause to acknowledge and feel what it is you're feeling, whether that's anger or resentment or frustration or exhaustion. In order for us to give ourselves what we're needing, we need to be able to be aware of what it is that we are feeling. And so I really want to encourage you to give yourself that permission that from this moment on, that you will not look at your emotions as a form of weakness, but a form of power and knowledge. Because the more aware that we can become of ourselves, the more in tune we become, the more equipped we become to nurture ourselves. Once you've acknowledged how you're feeling, it's important to ask yourself, what is it that I'm really needing right now? Once you've allowed yourself to feel what it is that you're feeling, that's where we can really dig in and ask ourselves, what is it that I'm really needing right now? I used to feel like such a failure whenever I would reach these moments of extreme frustration or anger. If I snapped at my kids or yelled or lost my temper, I would immediately feel this recoil, this whiplash of guilt, of shame, of like, what is wrong with me? But what I've learned over the last few months is the importance of not pointing the finger of blame, but to really look at myself with the same compassion that I am seeking to give my children. I have to be willing to give myself that same amount of love, of patience, of empathy, of compassion. And what I've really started to practice is giving myself that moment to ask myself, what is it that I'm really needing right now? Is it rest? Did I not get a good night's sleep last night? Am I just overtired today? Am I feeling overstimulated by all this noise and commotion? Am I just needing, a few minutes alone in the bathroom to decompress? Am I needing to take some deep breaths and ground my energy? Am I needing to eat something or take a drink? Am I needing to go to the bathroom? Like, at the core of all of these emotions, there's always a basic need that isn't being met. All frustration comes from unfulfilled desires, and we have to start to recognize that, it's okay to feel these feelings. It's okay to be upset and to get angry. The more that I give myself that compassion, I find myself feeling even more compassionate with my children. That patience that I long for is building. It's like this muscle that I have to work and flex because it doesn't come naturally to me. At least for me personally, I have found that to be completely the opposite. Although I've wanted to be a mother my whole life and I have dreamed of this season, I have been challenged to my very core to bring out that mother within me that I crave to be. I've had to release control left and right, and it has been the most humbling experience of my life. And that leads me to my third point, that once we realize what it is that we are missing, what it is that we're really needing in these moments, the importance of taking action on giving yourself whatever that is. And I know how hard it can be to get space from your children, especially in those early years. I know how hard it can be to set boundaries or to just even be able to step away. I know this isn't always going to be able to be something that you can do right in that moment, but do not be afraid to give yourself that moment, to go say, hey, you know what? Mommy needs to get a drink right now. You know what? Mommy really needs a minute. So I'm going to go and I'm going to take a few deep breaths and I'm going to calm down, and then I'm going to come back and then we'll play. It's learning about how to mother ourselves alongside of our children, because we are the steward of our children's hearts and souls and our home. But being a leader of your home requires you to be a leader of yourself. And that has been one of the hardest things for me to embrace, because with leading myself has also been learning to let things go, learning when to say no, learning when to surrender, things that once I thought were the most important thing, to make space for my humanness. And the last piece of advice that I want to leave you with today is to embrace the rhythm of your season. What my life looked like 2 years ago as a mother looks completely different than what my life looks like right now. And it's going to look different in 6 months, a year, 2 years. And that's okay. We all have our own rhythm and we all are in our own chapter of our journeys. And it's important that we learn to embrace the rhythm of our season versus forcing ourselves to meet a certain ideal that either we created in our minds or that we think that we should be idolizing or we think that we should be meeting. So my loves, I hope that you enjoyed this video today. I hope that you are feeling restored and rejuvenated and inspired to go into your days, go into your season, and honor yourself and be your own steward. Honor yourself and honor your season. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.